Hi, my name is Chuo.
And my name is Cheok.
We are currently doing an internship with SeamlessX.
Today, we are going to present our showcase project with SeamlessX, namely CRM Data Mapper. The goal of this project is to create a 2D data visualization app for customer relationship management data from a company.
As we observe, the class relationships are complex and can easily confuse most users at the first look of the system. Therefore, we propose this project to let users have a better insight of the class relationships. As we know, humans are visual animals, so it is easier for people to see the links of the classes with their eyes instead of rows of data. This might be useful for analyzing business operations to make better decisions in the future. Now I will pass on to Chuo for demonstration.
Thank you, Kah Yeek. So, here is the first page that you will see when you first enter our app. And the very first thing that you'll see is this mock data text that you can click on, and it will auto-select the config for relationships, and it will insert an ID, and it will show you the local data that we have configured so that you can try to use this app and see how it works without logging in. Then you can click expand all, and you can see all the nodes. Here I'm going to zoom out a bit, and you can hover on the nodes to see more details. Like here, it has desired delivery date and remarks. And we also prepare a legend over here so that you can know the meaning of different colors for different nodes. Then we can click collapse all to close all of the nodes. And now we want to use the real data. We can log in. After logging in, we will be redirected back to the graph page. And here we can choose a starting point for the class. We can choose billing account, then account, order. We can choose invoice, and we can also add another node so that it will have two branches on the order node. We can use daily route confirm. Then we can put in a billing account ID for it, and we can click generate. Then it will show you the data. We can click expand all, and you will see how the nodes are. After that, we can click clear, and we can start all over again. That's it for the demonstration. Next, let's move on to how the project was built. So, first thing on the list is Vite. We use Vite to quickly build the scaffolding of our project without worrying about development environment and build settings. The next thing on the list is Vue. Vue is a front-end framework that allows us to create our app based on the concept of components without using raw HTML, JS, and CSS. Third thing on the list is Go.js, which is the core library that we use to generate graph with our custom-made templates and layout. Next, we'll move on to the challenges that we have faced in this project. Kah Yeek, please.
As we are integrating with existing backend API, we need to build requests that suits the API endpoint. However, the request body is quite complicated as they are nested and have different relationships for different classes and entities. With modularity and single responsibility principle in mind, we managed to solve the challenges piece by piece.
Besides that, the second challenge we face is that inside different functions, we need to map out the relationship again and again. So we implement a mapping which is a constant object that we use throughout the file. Therefore, any new changes such as adding new classes can be inserted into one file and reflected in the whole app.
We had learned a lot in this project, and the very first thing that we used was Postman. We used Postman to test backend endpoint at the planning stage so that we can understand how to configure the request body to get the data that we wanted. Apart from Postman, we also learned to implement external library like Go.js. We learned to read documentation from those established libraries, and debugging our app along the way of implementing those has taught us a lot. The next thing on the list is Git, which is an essential tool that allows us to work together. We have learned about pull requests to integrate our work, and we learned to establish standards like merge strategy, which we use Squash, and we also learned to name our commit and branch so that we can keep things neat and clear. The last thing on the list is ESLint, which is used to enforce code style and to produce standardized code that's easy to read and easy to maintain. And apart from the programs that we have used, we also implemented some concepts throughout this journey. Let me pass to Kah Yeek to elaborate on that.
Throughout the project, we practice single responsibility principle, which includes modularization and encapsulation, which means when modifying a part of code, it should not affect the other irrelevant codes. This makes things easier as we only need to consider input and output of a certain block of code. Besides that, Chuo and I also practice pair programming to produce quality code through collective experience. In that way, we will review each other's solution and code concurrently so that we can voice our opinions and suggestions instantly. Before ending this video, we want to shout out to our mentors in SeamlessX, especially Nazreen and Tien Ping, who guided us a ton throughout our internship period. And also a big thanks to SeamlessX for providing such a valuable opportunity to us, who are just first year students, to participate in this program. Thank you for watching our showcase project video.
Bye bye!